Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Listen, the other thing I wanted to show you, and I wanted to go ahead and get this made up and put it in the fridge, but I'm not gonna lie about it. I struggle with finding sides that I really like to eat, that they taste good, and that they're not like so fattening. So, you know, those like low point sides, I struggle with it. So today, before I went to the grocery store after work, I was thinking, now what can I put together that will be a side that'll be 0 points that I can eat like with a piece of chicken for lunch on Saturday, you know, trying to plan ahead. So I came up with this, and I wanted to show you this. I've shown this before. This is kind of a variation of it. It's that Cowboy Caviar, and you know, you usually dip it with tortilla chips, but I'm going to use it as a side and eat it by the spoonful. So here's how I'm going to do it today. I bought a yellow and a red pepper at the grocery store, and I have, you know, washed it, diced it, that kind of thing. I'm going to use that. I'm also going to use what I had left over in the fridge of a red onion, and I'm just going to cut that up. I didn't want to bore you with, you know, this long demo with all the chopping and the cutting and stuff, because look, I'm no, you know, culinary specialist that can, you know, chop, and it looks so graceful and everything. And that ain't the right knife. Anyway, there we go. I'm gonna dice this up. I have put together, and you know, people will say a lot to me, hey, post that recipe. You know, a lot of times it's whatever I've got on hand, and I'm kind of doing a variation of it. So therefore, for me, it's easier to just show it as I do it. So you'll have to watch the video and kind of write down what I'm doing if that's what you want to do. And look, if you don't want to, that's fine. But you know, just flip the channel. You don't have to watch it. Lord, some people amaze me when they're behind a computer, what they will say. Anyway, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna throw that in there. Oh, well, I'll have to sweep those up. Anyway, I also bought cilantro to put in my herb garden because I love it. You don't have to put this. I think the last time I used it in a recipe, I had people say, oh, that tastes like soap. And I'm like, well, don't use it. If you don't like it, don't use it. Personally, I like it. So I have cut, oh, there's some more of my onions. I have cut what was on in my herb garden and washed it. And I'm just gonna give it kind of a rough slice, rough chop, excuse me. I told you I wasn't like a specialist. Anyway, and I'm gonna put that in there. Now, I also have 2 cans of whole kernel corn. I have, oh, that's a dark spot, a little leaf that was brown. Anyway, oh wait, there's one more. Okay, so I'm gonna put the cilantro in. There we go. And then I had a whole can of black beans that I washed and drained. I'm gonna dump those in. I'm going to put in my 2 cans of corn. I'm gonna drain that off. Oh gosh, this might not hold everything. This bowl. We're gonna chance it. Anyway. Okay, and because I had this on hand, I'm using it. I don't always use this, but I had a can of Rotel tomatoes with green chili. So I'm going to put that in. And then I'm going to give this a stir. I need a spoon. Hang on. Well, this should be interesting. I really need a bigger bowl. Just so you know. But anyway, I'm going to give this a stir. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of of kosher salt. And sometimes I add jalapenos. It just depends on, you know, I'll mix all this up and taste it. And if it needs a little heat, I'll add that to it. And then I add a little bit of Italian dressing. And because I'm doing Weight Watchers, I'm using the fat-free Italian dressing. And again, that's at your discretion. I would say round about a 1/4 cup. May not take all that. And then I'm gonna mix this up. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and chill it. And then I'm gonna serve this with dinner as a side. I have chicken tonight that my brother cooked on the grill and was so nice to give me some. And I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have some barbecue chicken, and I'm gonna have this as one of the sides, and then I'll have it, and I'm making a complete mess. This bowl is not big enough. That's the keeping it real part. But anyway, that's what I'm doing in my kitchen. Other side, you're welcome to try it. I love it. I'm gonna give it a taste just to see if it needs anything else. That's good to me. So Cowboy Caviar as a side for tonight. I'm gonna put the lid on this and turn this thing over to mix it up. And then I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Anyway, cooking, cutting up, keeping real. That's one of my no plain sides.